Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth. I go by the username Be More Creative here on YouTube and on Instagram. So I'm back today with Flosstube number 47, and it is an incredibly late night. It is currently 1 a.m. on Saturday the 27th of April. So I am at work all day. I've done a very long night shift, but I really wanted to make sure I got this Flosstube up because I'm excited to share the stuff that I have with you. So I do apologise for the terrible lighting. It is, as I said, it is 1 a.m. in the morning. The lighting is not great. I've turned on every lamp, every light. We're going to try our best. And I will be inserting photos of things if I cannot get them to show up, or if I just want to show a little bit more detail. I've got a box of tissues being thrown at me from I've got like an avalanche of stuff where I just didn't want to tidy it up, so I've been stacking it on top of my shelf. We've got to the point where things are falling off, but that will be a future me issue. You just may see me jumping if things start falling off, like the tissue box. But now is not the time to ramble. I need to not ramble through this video. But yes, so Flosstube number 47, and I actually have some FFOs. I haven't had any FFOs to show for a long time. 3 of them are brand new pieces that I started. I have stitched and FFO'd all within the last 2 weeks. Another one of them is an FFO I had before. And then I have finishes and just one whip to show you. So we're going to start with the FFOs, and I will start with the piece that you've already seen, which is Stitching Bee. And I decided I really need to work on getting some new pieces for my background. I do have a bee piece. That was my piece that I released last July. That's also one of my freebies that I've released. Someone asked me, this is a Cherry Hill Stitchery. I think it's the spring stack. And that one you can't see very well is Autumn Lane Stitchery Love Grows, but I did a purple conversion. And over, which way do I need to point? Over there. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be to point. Those are my freebies I did last year. So all of my freebies can be found on my channel. But let's talk about the finishes. So this is one that I showed you before. This is Little House Needleworks Stitching Bee. I'm pretty sure it's Little House Needleworks and not Country Cottage. That is going to bug me. So let me just have a look. Little House Needleworks, yes. And this is stitched on a 16 count Coffee Crafts fabric. And I did change a couple of the colours, and the main change I did was Gentle Arts Toffee, because I didn't have Sassy Brass, so that is the yellow that you see there. And I've actually just used, this was a piece of scrap wood that I picked up from the scrap store. Now, scrap store is a place in London where you get a membership and then you can go in and pick up stuff pretty much for free, because basically my first trip covered my membership. It's like £60 a year. But they have like random scraps of wood, they have paint, they have fabric. I picked up from there like this large 1 meter piece of white felt, and that's what I've used instead of batting underneath all my pieces, because I like them to have a little bit of texture underneath them so they're not straight against the sticky board. But I had that and I got it for free. So yes, that's what I've done. I just painted, so this is actually like a tile, it's a wooden tile, like I want to say a tester, like this is what the stain looked like, and it's got, I didn't even bother taking the sticker off. And then I've just painted it with, this is Dilutions paint, it's just paint I had in my stash, an orange and yellow mix. So it's just nice and bright and bubbly. And then a lot of my finishes, I've been using these wired ribbons that I pick up from Hobbycraft. And if you're in the UK, they were £1, they're now £2 for a whole spool of them, and they literally just change your finishing game. They come in 2 different sizes. There's the thinner one and the thicker one. I absolutely love them, 100% recommend them. For some reason it's £2 whether you get the smaller one or the larger one. I haven't checked to see. They're both 3 meters, so I'm not sure why the price is exactly the same, but take advantage of it. But I absolutely love those finishing, and I've used that on an awful lot of my finishing. So that is my first FFO, and I'll just go along the same lines because 3 of them I finished in pretty similar ways. So the next one I have is Bumblebee Kisses, and this is by Primrose Cottage, and I will actually insert a photo up here, this is stitched on 18 count white Ada, like a Swigart Ada, and you'll see in the photo that the colours are so much brighter. I was really struggling. I was using the Aurifil Laurie Holt thread box for this, and the colours were gorgeous, but they were just so bright, and I am not a bright stitcher. I don't mind colour, but it was just too bright for me. I'm not sure if it was because it was on white or whether it was the colours. And I stitched the whole thing, and I was like, I stitched my second piece that I'll show you in a minute, and then I was like, I'm not sure I like the colours. So what I decided to do was I just grabbed went to the school canteen, I grabbed some tea bags, and I got a couple of shots of espresso, and I put the espresso in some hot water in a dish, and then just put 2 tea bags in, and I literally just dunked this piece and my other piece in for just a moment, and it muted the colours so much that I'm now obsessed with this piece. So this is on a little wooden board. I got these off Temu in a pack of like 12 for like £2 to test out, because we were actually using them for some other craft projects and I had some left. I have used 2 pieces of sticky board with fabric. I've used the Chelsea's checks in yellow and the Priscilla's checks, the gingham checks in black and white, and I get mine off the website So Hot UK. I always get asked where I pick up the Chelsea and the Priscilla fabrics. I just get them off of there. I don't know if they have all of them. I need to go back on because I want to get some of the newer fabrics, but they definitely have a large selection of colours. And then, as I said, this was an 18 count white, and I've just tea and coffee dyed it. Same thing, I've used the larger ribbons and 2 of the thinner ribbons, and then these little flowers are also from Hobbycraft. They are paper flowers for card embellishments, but definitely worth checking out. So that is finish number 2, or FFO number 2 for this week. The next FFO is in the same line as that one. It is another Primrose Cottage. I have a lot of the Bee Primrose Cottage patterns that I want to stitch up, and this one is called Be Happy. As you can see, they've done it on a white Ada. Once again, done on the same 18 count white Ada that I tea and coffee dyed. You can see this one had more coffee in it than tea. So this one's a little bit more yellower, but I absolutely love how they worked out, and I think they look really cute together and will look nice done up. And as you can see, all 3 of these finishes look very similar. I tend to do that when I'm FFOing. I will have a set way I like something, and then I will FFO everything to match. This is actually a board from Poundland. It's their mini chopping board. I always pick these up when I go in. And I've just done this on 1 piece of backing fabric, which is the Chelsea's check. I've just made it larger than my piece so it covers the board. And I have done some like gold, dry brushed gold and brown on here just to dull down the orange a little bit, because it is very bright. That's the front, but on the piece it looks a little bit bright. So that is the 3 FFOs that all look very similar. My last FFO is actually the 3Bs on the 17th I released, and this one is Be Strong. It's also stitched on a Coffee Crafts fabric. I absolutely love her fabric. I use her fabric an awful lot for my pieces. And this one is just on a little wooden block. I picked up a load of these off of Etsy. I originally had plans to do the stitching with housewives finishes on them. I then haven't got around to stitching those patterns, so I'm just using them for all of my pieces now. I've used a brown gingham ribbon, just wrapped it around, a black gingham bow that was like a pre-made bow. I bought a pack of like 50 off Amazon. And then this is a little paper floret from Hobbycraft, again in the craft embellishment section. So all of my finishes are bees, so I have decided that I am going bees next. That is what is going to be up here. So I'm going to take down a few of these like spring like pieces. I'll keep my bee ones up, and then I think I might just do bee themed for a little while, especially because it's coming up to my birthday and I love bees. So the next piece, I haven't FFO'd this because I did order a couple of finishing pieces from Woodcraft. Is it Woodcraft Direct or Woodcraft UK? I can't remember exactly. I will list them down below. But it hasn't come in yet, so I haven't FFO'd this. This piece I actually finished on Thursday morning. I finished this piece, and this is the Bee Farm Sow, which is being run by Helen D and Cobweb Corner. This is an exclusive design to Cobweb Corner for now, and it is from Erin Elizabeth Designs. Absolutely gorgeous design. I've seen that she has a couple more. I'm looking at her lavender chart. I think that might be one that I do have to pick up, because this was just so quick to stitch up, but it was absolutely gorgeous. Like every single colour in here just makes so much sense. And I've stitched this on an 18 count, I think it's an 18 count Coffee Crafts design, and it is like a beige neutral colour. There is a little bit of mottling in here, as you can see, but I absolutely love this piece. It is so stunning. So the Bee Farm Sow is still running. You can use the hashtag Bee Farm Sow, and Helen D has a whole video on her channel, so make sure you check that out. But I absolutely loved this. Thank you so much to Helen D and Cobweb Corner for being able to get this. And you can get this as a PDF. I got the PDF version, or I'm pretty sure you can also get a kitted version. I don't know if they deliver to the UK, but it was very simple. It's all DMC, so definitely going, if you just want to grab the PDF, it's definitely worthwhile. And I think it will be released to all shops somewhat soon. I think possibly even in May, but definitely for April it is exclusive to them. And it's absolutely gorgeous. There is a little tiny bit of back stitching, as you can see on the letters. There's some in the words, and then on the little bee at the top, that is it. Everything else is just full cross stitch. So those are all my FFOs and finishes, and I think that's, for me, that's quite good for the past 2 weeks. I really have struggled with stitching, especially the past few days. I just haven't wanted to stitch anything. It's just getting really busy at work with exams coming up. We've got trips coming up. I've got my year 2s graduate on the 17th, which is also my birthday. So there is just so much going on that I just, for the past week, have just felt like very overwhelmed with everything. But then when I sat down tonight and I was like, these Primrose Cottage pieces, like this one's stitched up in a day. And in a day, I mean like in 3 hours. I started working on this one. Yeah, literally did Tuesday, I did an hour, and then I did 2 hours on Wednesday and had it stitched up and finished. Same with the other ones, they're all very, very quick. And then this morning I put in only about 100 stitches, but it's my only whip. I'm still going with her. This is Elizabeth Bennett from Twin Peaks Primitive. It is a free cross stitch chart, and yeah, I've only stitched on her once in 2 weeks. So I this morning just carried on working over here. But yeah, so that is all of the whips. I have been very much into bee charts. If it's got a bee on it, I'm interested in it. Which leads me to the last thing that I want to talk about with you. And I will see if I can find her post or a picture that I can share and put it up on the screen. But I signed up to Love Poppet's mystery stitch along, and it's, what got me is, one, I was looking for a stitch along that came out in May, because I've decided for my birthday this year, I kept going backwards and forwards between, do I want to stitch on charts, do I want to collect something, what do I want to do? and there were so many charts that I loved. And then I decided, no, this year is, my birthday is a little bit kind of out of whack. I was meant to be going away on holiday. I then decided not to last minute because it was the students' graduation and I have to be there. I can't miss that. Then I thought about I'd go away after, but there's no time until July. Then I'm at the Big Stitch, so I was like, well, I'm already going away. I'm going to the Big Stitch. And so I was like, do you know what? I need a little bit of fun. I need like a stitch along. I want to get into something. I really enjoyed the Bee Farm stitch along, even though there wasn't like set dates or multiple parts released. I was online talking to people. I was seeing everyone's pictures. It really got me motivated to stitch again. So I actually, it's quite a funny story. I stumbled across Claire's from Love Poppets mystery stitch along on her stories. I went straight on and ordered it and I am so excited. And then she reached out and she asked if I wanted to join in. So I will be joining in the sale. She is going to be sending me one of her kits, which I'm really excited. I've stitched her, I've got some of her patterns. I've signed up for her subscription box, which if you haven't done that, like I will leave the link down below. I got to see what her subscription boxes look like at the stitching show, and honestly, one of the best subscription boxes that I've seen. I've not received one personally, but she had an example on there. I then went online and looked at photos of what the other stitching boxes show. I'm really excited. I can't remember if it comes out in May or June. I don't know, but I'm so excited and I cannot wait for it. But yes, so I've got her subscription box that's coming and now I will be joining the sale. And the amazing news is it comes out on the 16th. It comes out on the 16th of May, which means I get to use it as my birthday stitch along. So I'm hoping that some of you out there will be joining me and joining my birthday stitch along, which is by doing her stitch along. As I said, I will list everything down below. Look at the sneak peek. I will try and put the photo up here. It is gorgeous. All I know is there's flowers and she may have hinted there may be a bee or two. Like, you got me at flowers and bee. I'm very, very much into flowers at the moment. I have gone obsessed with them in stitching because I can't actually be around them in near life because my hay fever is so bad that if people give me flowers, I end up sneezing for the day. But in stitching, they are amazing. So, and that gives you a little hint about what May's freebie is going to be because I've already stitched, mostly stitched that one up. It is going to be floral related. So that is the news. I am doing the Dreaming of Summer sale from Love Poppets. It is absolutely gorgeous. Make sure you check it out. I will link the website down below for you to go and check out. But let me know if you are joining that sale. Let me know. But yeah, so that is everything. I do have one other whip, but I can't share it at the moment. I've nearly finished it. It is a gift for someone, so when that person has received it, I will then share some. I will film a video before I send it off, and then I will share that out. But I don't want to share it because I know they watch my channel, so, and I know that they know that one's coming because we are doing a stitching exchange, but I can't let her see it before she receives it. But yes, so it is, I am rambling now. It is now 1:20 in the morning. I'm surprised I did this in one take, which for me is quite good, but God knows what this is going to look like when I have to watch this back. But yeah, so I've done a fair amount of stuff. I'm really looking forward to the Love Poppet sale, so hopefully, I'm not sure when my next video will come out. I think my next Flosstube comes out before part 1 comes out, but definitely afterwards I will be sharing the progress with that. Really looking forward to that one. Hopefully I will be able to FFO the bee farm soon because, as I said, I've ordered some pieces for that. I'm currently working on finishing the freebies on the 17th, which is coming out on my birthday. which is the whole reason. Someone asked me, why do I release it on the 17th? The whole purpose was, when I started, I released a freebie on the 17th, which is my birthday, the 17th of May. And then I thought, let's just keep it a month apart and do the 17th, because the 17th is quite a significant day in my family. There's a lot of birthdays that fall on the 17th of the different months. So that is why my freebie's on the 17th. So I'm pretty sure I'm back for another Flosstube before then, but that will definitely be coming. I want to carry on working on my Elizabeth Bennet. I would love to try and get that one done by the end of May. Thinking it might be a long shot because, as I said, there's my students doing A-level exams, which if anyone works in a school, that means everybody is in part of A-level exams, invigilating, having to take students, like accompany students out of the exam room to go and get things or whatever is going on. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of things going on. It's not always fun. It also means that everyone's tired. We then have a big graduation. I have my birthday and so much. But I really, really would love to get this one finished. And also Stitch from Stash. This would get me up there because I am still above the positives by about £3, which is not going to do well for the fact that I have the stitching retreat, the Big Stitch in July. Let me know if you are going to the Big Stitch. Please do let me know, because I would love to meet as many people as possible there. But also, if you are subscribed to my channel, I would love to actually meet you in person if you are attending that event. But yeah, I now really think I am just rambling on because I am tired, and I was gonna try and stitch this evening, but that just isn't happening. I also, apart from this one, do not have any current active whips on the go, and I don't want to go through my whip box now because otherwise I will not be going to bed tonight. So I'm gonna head off. I hope you've enjoyed the things that I've shown you. Please, as I said, let me know if you are going to be taking part in the Dreaming of Summer sale from Love Poppets, or if you have stitched any of her pieces. I have a few of her pieces that I cannot wait to stitch. I'm really looking forward to in the summer stitching her Halloween pieces, because I do have 2 of those, but I just am not into Halloween at the moment. I will do that in the summer. But yeah, let me know, and let me know if you're already part of her subscription box, because I am so excited to get my first one. I cannot wait. But yeah, so I have done that one. I did have a couple of people ask me if I've paused my caterpillar cross stitch. I have for now, but I may go back to it. I just want to try and stick to one subscription, and the Love Poppet one for me just won out completely. So definitely going to be working on that one. And yeah, I'm just gonna head to bed because I'm now rambling. I'm surprised I can still hear my students, so I might have to go and tell them to be a little bit quiet because it is now nearly 1:30 in the morning and they should be getting some sleep, even though they're teenagers and don't want to go to bed. Saying that, I'm still rambling and should be going to bed, so can't really blame them, can I? Right, that is me over. As I said, let me know, are you doing the Love Poppets Dreaming of Summer sale? If you haven't checked it out, all links will be down below. Absolutely gorgeous. I've not been asked to recommend it. I am just recommending it. As I said, I actually purchased the PDF before she even contacted me. I am so thankful to her for contacting me and offering me that kit. It was absolutely amazing. I haven't received it yet, but like the fact that she's thought about it was just absolutely stunning. So thank you so much. Yeah, and as I said, I will be back in 2 weeks with a video, and I will see you then. I'm gonna head off to bed and try and get some sleep, but let me know. Big Stitch retreat, are you going? And are you stitching the Dreaming? The name of it's gone out of my head. I've only said it about 15 times. Dreaming of Summer sale. Let me know, because that is going to be my birthday start this year. And if you want to join in with me and join my birthday sale, even though it's one I'm not having to run, which is brilliant. I'm not running it, I'm just joining in, and so glad that I can just sit back, join in, stitch along, and just see the beauty that everyone else is also creating. Thank you so much for watching, happy stitching, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys.